decided I was going to have a program that was going to be designed specifically for kids who come from all kind of backgrounds that aren't generally pleasant. Nurturing was a concept that I thought, all right, it's got to be, as a psych major and as a psychologist, I thought, oh, this has got to be the most powerful force on earth, really. I am so glad that you've taken on doing this because you're going to get a chance to see who you are as you continue to change. You're going to get the chance to see who your children are and who your family is.
The neat thing about Dr. Gavlik's work is that facilitators, the certificate travels with them. I say that to young people all the time when they say, I really want to run the nurturing program, Sonia, but my agency X, Y, and Z is not going to allow me that opportunity. I say, but you can, because we're about a philosophy. You can walk out the store right now and carry a philosophy into your home, into your community, right? And if you decide to go to another agency, you take that little facilitator certificate with you and you continue to do what your passion says you should be doing.
What we found is the ability that we are able to think outside of the box, take the program where the people are, not just having this one central location, not just bringing them to our office, but going to their homes, going to their community, because that's the best way you can serve them.
And one of the things that's so valuable about nurturing is accepting the individual and what they bring to the table, not necessarily the experience or what we view as the value of their lived experience or career. Being an effective trainer and a consultant is walking the walk and engaging the people. And that's why it really goes back to what Dr. B said earlier about if everyone's failing, you're not teaching.
When we started working with our DCF folks, we knew that we had to nurture them. I think any of you who can make a connection to your protective service agency, it's hard work, but if you can get that one person to listen to you, that starts the process. And one person can turn into one training, and one training can turn into a contract. And the more you impact that system, you not only impact the lives of families coming to nurturing programs, you impact the lives of every family in the case centers. I've seen it happen.
You know, the nurturing parenting programs, as everyone knows, are not a book. It's a group of people and beliefs, right, that we have to impart into the hearts and minds of people, not read out of a book. And that's one of the biggest challenges.
Nurturing program is a relationship-based. Somebody said that. Yeah. It's a relationship-based program. You hit the nail on the head about relationships. You just happen to use the lens of parent-child, right? And so when we bring in that parent-child, people are going to walk into our space feeling disempowered because everyone wants to do the very best work they can do when it pertains to their children. But a disempowered client has been disempowered by somebody else. Our job becomes even more to empower them, right? But that's the only difference. And I tell them, you know, the difference between you and the rest of the world is that you chose to walk through that door, because we could all benefit from parenting.
So one of the models that Sue shared with me is the men who do nurturing fathers first are always offered nurturing parenting as step number 2, because she considers that quote-unquote a complete intervention, which is brilliant. Because we as men don't feel as comfortable or capable sometimes coming into the male-female group because the culture just hasn't promoted us thinking and our skills along. Once they come out of nurturing fathers, they are ready to go.
The nurturing father parenting program has an heir apparent. They have an heir and a spare. That Mark's son will continue the tradition and it will live on forever.
The parents love the program. They learn so much from this program. It's so comprehensive. It's cost effective. Also, it's set up in Fidelity format, so I don't have to worry that my staff are going out and not following Fidelity, because you just follow the lessons and you're covering Fidelity. It's just an amazing program. We've had really good success. The facilitators love it because they know exactly where to go with it. The parents are very engaged in all of the learning, and they come back and their AAPI scores from week 1 to week 16 are going down into the lower risk range.
some ideas about how anti-racism education should be built into parenting education. But I'm just wondering what ideas you have, how you would see building the parenting program into something that would support parents who are facing these and children who are facing.
So I use the Nurturing 5 to 11 curriculum, but I infuse African American culture, history, and traditions into the class, and I use the old supplement. So every week we discuss something in regards to race, and that's how we're able to talk about what racism is, living as a person of color, and how to deal with it in the United States, but also not be, and I hate the word, but be a victim, but be a change agent to make a difference in the society that we're living in.
I have a sense of urgency in this. I'm using me, my truth. I have a sense of urgency in this because I think we have an opportunity. We've not had it maybe a long time, I don't know. But we have an opportunity to look at what's going on and look at the money and how it's going to be funneled. And it's federal money. So I want to start by saying all the work that we've been doing all over the country and throughout, that's not going to change. 4E monies is not going to change in the sense of we're still getting that. The opportunity here is now we're getting federal dollars and big ones, right?
My data might look different than your data, but it's all important because this is a national registry that we're going to be on, right? They don't want to just hear from LA County, they just want to hear from California. They want to hear from all the states that this is a program they can get behind and show this makes a difference in families' lives. Because that's what politicians get down to, show me the money. They want to see how we're spending their money.
We tend to be the ones that carry out policy. Rarely do we rise up and say, well, wait a minute, this needs to change. But maybe there's some things that we need to change to get it going, but it's going to take a policy change. And so because of my experience in pushing through criminal justice reform, we did it. And it's because you start being able to tell the stories of why we need to do this. And so people are starting to be more open to the things that they normally get polarized about.
The one thing that I feel incredibly reassured by is that this work is going to go on. It's going to continue. There are a number of us who are reaching those sunset years of our lives. I don't think I'll ever stop doing what I do because it's such a part of me and such a passion. I think Stephen and many of us feel the same way. But I also know it's going to go on, that this work's too important and too relevant and way many future generations can benefit from it. So that's where many of you come in the future. So thank you.
I just want to say thank you. It's been a wonderful journey.
Yeah, it has.
I'm not going to start crying.
No. I appreciate all of the generosity and the partnership that we've had, and we still will. Thanks, folks.
Thank you.